So coming into a comfortable seated position, whatever that is for you. Rolling the shoulders to the ears and down the back. Taking the hands, palms facing up. Maybe resting on the backs of the knees or the backs of the thighs. And just noticing here how you are feeling mentally, emotionally, and physically. Relax the shoulders down a little bit more with the exhale. Draw the chin into the chest and allow the spine to grow a little taller. And just bringing your awareness now to your connection points between you and your mat. Bring your awareness to the soles of your feet, the tops of your feet, the ankles. Notice the lower legs, the knees. Noticing the thighs and the hips. And then slowly draw your awareness up the spine in your back. Just taking note of any tension you may be feeling in or around the spine. All the way across the shoulders at the top, noticing any tension you're holding here. Just allowing the arms and the hands to release down a little further, drawing the shoulders with it. And then noticing any tension in the neck, the back of the neck, the back of the head. And just allowing the muscles of the face to gently relax. Taking a long, slow, deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. 2 more with your own time. Inhale. Exhale, allowing all the tension you noticed in the back and the spine to gently release. Inhale. And exhale, release. Bringing your awareness towards the breath and just noticing how the breath moves in and out of the body for 4 deep inhales and exhales. And then slowly drawing the hands into the center of the chest. Bowing your head towards your hand and just setting yourself an intention or goal to maybe let go of something that you've been holding on to all day. Or whatever that intention may be that you'd like to set, setting that now. Flickering the eyes open, return the gaze and release the hands. The first pose or shape we're going to take today is one that you all know by now. It's called Child's Pose or Balasana. You're going to take the knees as wide as you want on the mat. So again, they can be together if you wish, but we're looking for a stretch here in the insides of the legs as well as underneath the body, but we're going to lengthen through the spine. So we're going to work on lengthening the spine this evening. First option, you can take your pillows and your books just in front of the chest and allow the head to fall down. We're going to hold it for a little bit longer than we normally do. So just take whichever position is most comfortable for you. You have the option to take your hands onto a bolster or block and you can take them as wide as you want, increasing the stretch in the back underarms and maybe even increasing the stretch in the shoulders. Or if you would like, for half of it, you can take the right shoulder underneath, take the right ear down to the mat and get a nice deep stretch across the back of the shoulder as well. So taking whichever version feels best for you. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Beginning to relax down through the muscles. Allow the sensation to float into the fascia, which is outside of your muscle. Allowing the body to gently relax down. Allowing the armpits to come closer to the mat. And just sinking here, observing your thoughts for the remainder of the position. Maybe noticing your breath here as you relax down. Noticing how the mind is coming up with different things, or has your mind wandered off? And gently draw it back. For the last 30 seconds on this side, if you've taken the right arm through, allow the back of the right shoulder to melt into the mat. And then very, very gently, if you've taken the right arm underneath, then you can slide the left arm through. And again, allowing the back of the left hand to come down on the mat. Relax the back of the left shoulder down. Feeling the stretch here in the back of the shoulder, the back of the arm. Allowing the body to rest and relax in this position. Knowing that if any point it feels too much for your body, that you can back off a little bit. Or if not, just begin to sink a little further to increase the sensation. And then very, very slowly bringing that left hand out if you've taken that option. And you're slowly going to make your way into a rebound. Your choice to be lying on your back or on your belly. Slow, controlled movements, bringing the body down onto the mat. And again, maybe you stack the hands and take the forehead onto the hands, or you can have the hands down by the sides, releasing the shoulders down to the mat. Just taking a few moments here to release the stretch. And slowly taking the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing your way back up into a seated position while I demonstrate the next one to you. So next one we're going to use for our spine and our hamstrings. So you have the option here, especially if you're pregnant, to take your feet wider than your hips and allow the space for your belly. Or if you're not pregnant, you're more than welcome to take this option too. Or you can have the feet together, or whatever you want. You can have a slight bend in the knees, looking for a stretch here in the backs of the legs and into the back. So really going to round through the back as we fold forward. So taking whichever option of the legs you want. You have the option here to get your pillows and your books and to use them as a cushion in front of you. So you're going to draw the chin into the chest and allow the head to come down. So again, depending, you may need to stack this on top of a few things. You can take the legs as wide as you want, and you can take the body as close to the floor as you want. So looking for a stretch in the backs of the legs. Again, you can have a bend in the knees here once you're still getting a stretch. But you take the position that's the best one for you. So taking a moment to find your position. Trying to round here into the upper back. Allowing the body to gently relax down. Relaxing the feet. Taking a long, slow, deep inhale. And on the exhale, begin to release the feet, the legs. Relax the muscles in the hips and the lower back. Relax the middle back, the upper back. Relax the back of the head, the back of the neck. Just allow the body to just be here. Releasing tension in the backs of the legs and the back. Again, coming back to your breath in this position. Noticing how it feels to breathe here as you fold forward. Just allow the body and the mind to be completely at ease here. You feel that you can take it a little bit further, you're more than welcome to bring the body down to the mat. Feeling this stretch through the upper back here, maybe even crossing the elbows. Three more deep inhales and exhales here. Mentally planning your route down flat onto your back. As little movement as possible. Slowly beginning to make that movement now, gently releasing the stretch. Drawing the legs together slowly and making your way down flat onto your back. Allowing for this rebound pose. Observing the sensations here in the backs of the legs, the lower back, the neck. Noticing how the mind feels here. Noticing any thoughts that pop up, any emotions that arise, any sensations in the physical body. And then slowly bringing some movement back into the body. Slowly going to sit up and look to me for a demonstration of the next one. So the next one, there's a couple of options. If you are lucky enough to have a bolster at home, then you can use the bolster. Normally we go lengthways, this time across your mat. You're slowly just going to allow the back to come down on the bolster. You may need books. Again, you can stack books and books and pillows here for the bolster. You may need a block for your head. And again, you have the option here of taking the hands overhead. You can take the feet into a cross-leg position into half butterfly, or you can have the knees bent with the soles of the feet on the mat, or you can have the legs out straight. If you'd like to intensify and you're lucky enough to have a block, again, you can stack the blocks or the books underneath the pillows as much as possible. Or you can take the block to the bottom points of the shoulder blades on the top, this side, the higher side. And again, taking the back down on, you may need another book or a block or whatever it is behind you. You can also use a foam roller here if you have a foam roller. Taking the block across underneath the shoulder blades. Again, allowing the head to come down. You may not need it at all. You may be able to open completely up. Keeping the sit bones down on the mat. Hands can come down by the side. Or if you'd like, you can reach them overhead. Quite an intense stretch if you do have a block or a foam roller. But again, just trying to find some relaxation here as we stretch into the front of the body, but also create some space in the muscles in the spine, the fascia that surrounds the spine, and the energetic meridians in that area. Taking a deep inhale. On the exhale, open them out, release. Relax the muscles in the legs. Relax the belly, the middle back and upper back. Relax across the shoulders, allow the arms to relax down. Taking a few deep inhales and exhales here, allowing this opening to happen in the upper body. Allowing this space to be created through the heart space, to the area in the lungs. Breathing deep into the lungs here. Again, noticing what's arising here in your mind. Noticing any thoughts or emotions or feelings or anything that comes up. So we open through the front of the body. Gentle compression in the spine, the block. Concentrating on the breath and keeping the mind as still as you can for the remainder of the pose. Two more deep inhales and exhales here. Allowing the body to gently release. And then slowly bringing the hands down by the sides if you had them there. Slowly taking the soles of the feet back onto the mat. Pressing through the elbows, lift the chin to the chest, and then slowly making your way up, releasing the block to the side, and allowing the back to come flat onto the mat. Hands down by the sides, palms face up. Just noticing the sensations here, they're quite intense through the middle back. Notice this softening down of the chest. Just noticing any sensations, and is there words to describe the sensations you're feeling? Noticing your emotional and mental states. And then noticing how that sensation in the back has fizzled out a little more. Notice the intense sense of relaxation in the body. Beginning to relax through the crown of your head. Relax through the forehead, through the eyes, the cheeks, the jaw. Relaxing through the neck, across the shoulders and into the chest. Release the ribs and the belly. Release the hips, the upper legs, lower legs, ankles and feet. Relax. Whole body is relaxed. Tension is releasing. Noticing how you feel now compared to the beginning of the class. Noticing how the mind is a lot clearer and still. Noticing how the sensations in the body have changed, the tension is released. Concentrating here on your breath or on this intense sense of relaxation for the next few moments of your Shavasana. You can stay where you are. You can begin to bring some movement to your fingers and then your toes. Gently turning the head from side to side or just noticing that space in the spine as you do so. Taking the hands overhead, taking a nice deep stretch with the whole body, fingertips to toes. Drawing the knees into the chest. You can hug them in with the hands rocking from side to side or slowly rolling to a side of your choice. Noticing here just how you feel again compared to the beginning of the practice. Can you take some of this stillness with you for the evening? Keeping the eyes closed, you can press the floor away, coming to a comfortable seated position. Hands in prayer once again in the center of the chest. Bowing the head towards the hands and setting yourself the intention to take this stillness, the sense of calm and relaxation, off your mat and into your evening. Slowly flickering the eyes open, taking one last deep inhale, raising the hands all the way up, feel the length in the spine. On the exhale, draw the thumbs to the third eye point for clarity of thought, to the lips for honesty of speech, and to the heart space for the divine in me. Honors the divine in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully you have a